Ladies and men to Jen, boys and girls, so I have the social voice on my hot seat today. Today's episode is going to be very interesting. But before we kickstart, I'd like to know, so JB John Best is called the social voice. John Best, where did that name, the social voice, where did it originate from? What inspired the name, the social voice?
Thank you so very much, Turi, for having me here, and it feels so good to be here at the oral vault studios for
Mm-hmm.
this conversation.
Thank you too.
And yeah, okay, you don't bring me calm.
So tell us, why the social voice? Why did you
Why the social
choose, yes,
voice?
that name?
You're not the first person that is asking me this question.
Okay.
I've got a lot of persons ask me about this name, the social voice. What's up with it? What I tell them is that first off, I'm a broadcast and media practitioner. Anybody who knows me would know me for that, right? And secondly, I am a development practitioner, social development, person, and being that as it were, because I love using my platform. Uh, to give more like a voice to social issues.
Mm.
Now you could now relate between these two, broadcast media and then the social development. Now, saying me trying to give attention or bring uh, face to people's issues or to social issues through the media, the social voice. On the other hand, I'm also specialized in voiceover.
Okay.
So you see, he's a broadcast media practitioner who uses his voice to advocate for social issues,
Awesome.
about social issues and all of
And
that.
your explanation makes it easy for people to relate to
Yeah.
why you call yourself the social voice. Okay, so we are still talking about navigating adult friendship. I mean, building healthier and better relationships. And when it comes to friendship, I think love languages also apply, even if not all of them. Some should apply. Love languages shouldn't be used for just two persons that are romantically involved, if you ask me. So I'll start off by asking, what's your love language in friendship, JB?
What's my love language in
Yeah, can you
friendship?
remember? Do you want me to call them out?
Do you have anybody that you want to call out
No,
right
do you
now?
want me to call out the love languages we
Okay,
have? That's
okay,
what I mean.
call.
Okay,
Let
so
me.
there is gifting, there is act
Okay.
of service,
Mm.
there is physical touch, there is spending quality time together. I've forgotten the fifth one, but there is also food. Yes, it's six, no longer five.
Okay.
Because me, I love food. Yeah.
So, which do you think
I
is
don't know.
mine?
That's what I'm asking. When it comes to friendship, you've been friends with people over time.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
love language you find yourself expressing to your friends? You should know better. I'm not
Okay.
talking
Now,
of the one you receive from them.
okay.
Your own love language to your friends.
My love language to my friends, I don't think mine falls in
Into any of
any of
this.
these things. Yeah,
So,
really.
what's your love language? Tell us.
My love language is basically trust, integrity, and everything. Once you have or people discover these things, or a lot of times my friends, people who are around me, they see this in me, and then they are ready, you know, cool with me. That's it. So talking about food or anything or all of that, I don't think that's why. Maybe you can call me uh naive or anything, but then that's just me.
For real. This
That's
is the
just.
first time I'm hearing somebody say their
If you want to
love
talk about,
language does not fall into any of the love languages we have.
yeah, really. If you want to talk food,
So,
food
your
is
love
it food?
language is trust and integrity.
Yeah, if you talk about food, how many times you can bring food for me now. You can't even tell when I'll eat that food. If we're friends, you can't tell when if you meet at a particular spot. You can't tell when I'll eat.
Okay.
In as much as some persons would see that I put out food and all of those stuff, you can't just tell when I'll eat.
Okay.
So
Granted.
I'm a look foodie.
But you're not a foodie. Okay, no problem. Now, when it comes to building friendship,
Yeah.
does first impression matters to you? Does it count?
First impression matters a lot, but not wholesomely.
Okay.
Not in absolute sense or something, right? What do I mean by that? I want to also, if I'm meeting you for the first time, I want to see that something should attract me. Something should tell me that you would make a good friend.
Okay, there should be like a gravitating force.
Yes, you
Okay.
make a good friend at first sight, more like,
Mm.
right? But I'm also, regardless of that, right? I'm not unaware of the fact that sometimes first impressions may not really be enough. Of course, people could be moody. People could have a mood swing and all of that, fluctuating mood swings and all of that, right? So, what if you meet the person at that time of his or her moody,
When she's having that moment, or when
do you
he's
get the
having
point?
that moment, yeah.
So, it means that if she acts the way you don't like, you just classify her to be this,
Just
oh,
write her off.
it shouldn't be now.
Okay.
So it's relative for me. I would say it matters, but it shouldn't be wholesome. More
That
like
should
it should
not inform your decision of being friends or not being friends with
friends to
this
anybody.
person.
Do you get the point? I've had contact with people who, after event, and then the person is like, oh, coming to take a picture with John Best and all of that, and she noticed that, oh, after having while smiling with other people, she was coming up around, and then she noticed I wasn't fine. She had to retrieve, her steps, and it was later she reached out, and I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. I never noticed that, and then I had to invite her to have a close meeting with her. And then she realized that, oh, if she had actually, oh, she would have, said, this is who I am. But if she had said that, she would have been totally wrong. That
Okay.
she's seeing a very different person from who she thought
You were.
I was. You get the
Okay.
point.
Okay.
So it would be unwise, right, to me, to say that you see somebody just act up in the first place and then you just write off the person. That
Or they
shouldn't
are
be.
all,
Or they're
you.
all nice, and then you feel that should you may just you
So
may
you
just
take your
be.
time to know people beyond the
Yes,
first time of meeting
yes,
them.
please. That's very important. That's very
Okay.
important.
Now, my next question has to do with the shortest period or duration you've been friends with someone. What's the shortest friendship so far? I mean, adult friendship. I'm not talking about, when you were growing up. What's the
Well,
shortest period you've been friends with someone?
well, I'm a good I'm a good boy, and I've always
What do you mean by a good boy?
and I've always met good people. So
Oh, okay.
I've always met good people. So I don't have a very short.
You've not had any
I'm not
short duration of
very
friendships.
short, so brief.
Yes, brief.
No, I don't think.
Summary.
No, I don't. I don't think I've had that.
So you've
I'm not.
had long friendships?
Yeah.
What's the longest? So,
Frankly speaking,
okay.
I'm a very, very, just forget about anything, right? I'm not exaggerating and I'm not hyping myself here. But frankly speaking, I keep friends a lot. I have a very, I have my very good way of
Maintaining friendships.
maintaining friendship.
Oh, okay. You know how to manage your
Yes,
friendships and then
because maybe we're still going to talk about that. Because I've got to learn certain things about people and
okay.
about life and all of that. So I don't think I have that brief. If you're talking about that.
What's the longest friendship you've kept? I mean, someone who's been your friends for years and you're still friends. What's the person's name? I would like to know.
Okay, my longest existing friend, is the name is Wisdom Mbata. He's a Rivers guy, a cool
Okay.
guy at that. It's important for me to spot here that I used to be the coordinator. I was the social prefect then. And then I was doing a lot of things that had never happened in this school then.
So this whole social voice thing
It
started
has,
way back.
you get a thing.
It's like inbuilt.
Well, that's what I tell people that I've been into this for over a decade, and people will be like, "How old are you? Look at this one."
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, stuff like that. So,
So wisdom is your longest
yeah,
friend.
he's long. Up till now,
Mm.
he's still doing so well for himself, business wise. I'm talking about a guy that studied elect, but he loves money because he loves money, and he's serious about life. He knows the reality of the nation, of the country, of things now. So he don't even leave the elect something they do in business. Go on. So
Okay.
and he keeps encouraging me. You get the point. Even most of the times when he sees me doing some stuff, and he'll be like, "Come on, guy, how are you making the money?" So he keeps encouraging me and all of that, right?
So
He's
what would
been
you say have kept you guys,
what has
together
kept
all these years? What's that driving force?
number one, he understands who I am, my kind of person.
Okay.
How I can be. I'm a very serious person, but he knows my serious. Okay, he sees me to be very unserious in some ways, but I understand, and he understands. We all understand ourselves
Okay, so wisdom is someone who knows you in and out.
in and out. He
And that is what has
understands me,
kept you
and I
guys
can
going
always share stuff with
with
him,
him.
especially business.
So I take it that if something major is happening in your life right now, wisdom would be the first person to call.
It still depends.
Okay.
It still
Depends on
depends.
what.
Yeah, it depends on if it's business related to some extent. If
Mm.
it's business related, I'll talk to wisdom,
Okay.
especially when it has to also do with when it has to do with man. I need this money maybe saved for me. I need you to save this thing for
So
me now.
business wise is
In that
wisdom.
regard, yeah, in that regard.
Okay.
Then some other areas, maybe I want to also venture into certain. I want to bring some ideas into life. I still have other people I'll still reach out to.
Okay. So you have
I
different
have different
friends
friends.
you reach out to when something major is about to happen or happening in your life,
Yeah.
depending on what is
Or one of
happening.
these, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, interesting, awesome. This next question I'm going to ask you is a bit tricky, but I need you to be very honest.
Everything honesty. If honesty was to be a person.
Okay. So earlier on you said you're someone who keep friends
Yeah.
and you've been able to manage your friendship over the years. You
Yeah.
don't have any brief summary or
Yeah.
a short
This is
duration of
yeah.
friendship with anyone. Have you ever had a friend or do you have a friend who feels stuck in life? Maybe every other person in that circle is winning and they feel left out because things are not going their way or they don't just seem to find their path in life. But every other person, this person is your friend, I mean, they are happy for you, but they feel like, why do I feel left behind? Why am I lagging behind?
Oh well, I if I must be sincere, if I must be real here, I would say that I've not got approached by such a person. Some of our friends will see
Hmm.
what we do online. They see what we do out there, the way we put out ourselves
Yeah.
and put out these things we do and all of that. They feel, how do I put it now? They feel like they've not done anything in life and all of that. They've not achieved anything and all of that. But they lack the understanding that they have achieved in their own way, in their own ways, right? They've achieved. And the only thing they are lacking again is that they don't know how to celebrate their wins,
Hmm.
their little wins,
Okay.
and also which would then open up for
Bigger
bigger
wins.
wins. Now, what most of the things we do, I'm not saying that anything we are doing online is either fake or not at all. In fact, I tell people that if I put out a picture of me now, any picture I'm putting out of myself now, it is just who I am. Wherever I'm putting out is not photoshopped or anything. It's just the real me. Anything I'm telling you that I do is what I do.
Okay.
Do you understand? It may not be, the money may not come at that time yet, but why I'm putting it out is for you, for my prospective clients to know that I do this thing and then for them to come
So just to attract your customers.
to attract my customers. But some of these are friends, they lack that understanding. They lack the understanding of putting themselves out, selling themselves,
Okay.
marketing themselves,
Positioning yourself.
positioning themselves. They lack that. So when they see you doing some things, they feel less of
You're
themselves, and
ahead
then
of
you are
them.
so much ahead of them.
Hmm.
But when I have a close inner discussion with them, and then make them understand that look at this thing, this is how, or this is what is happening. This is why you're seeing me like this. This is what I expect you to be doing,
Hmm.
and this is where you would be getting to, or you get to by the time you start doing this thing.
Okay.
And definitely, trust me, when I speak to them like that, they get this understanding and they are happy with themselves and they go all out to put themselves out to make things work for themselves. And testimonies are always there. So to say, let's say feedbacks. We
Okay.
get feedback, good
Awesome. So
positive
that
feedbacks.
brings me to my next question. What's your take on accountability in friendship? How important is accountability in friendship to you?
Very, very okay. Recently, a friend reached out.
Okay.
In fact, she created a platform, sent to me, that she wants me to be in her circle as a member of her circle to to stay is it for me to be, or for her to be accountable to me, I mean me to her, stuff like that. What that entails is that she'll be sharing on that platform, she'll be sharing all her journeys, steps, everything she's doing, or virtually everything she'll be doing, she'll be embarking on, she'll be
Okay.
sharing on a platform. And then for me, being her accountability partner with other people, we would then be telling her, be encouraging her, and then be advising her where we need to advise her, and
And also constructively criticize her
criticize
when
her
there is
where
need.
we need to do that.
Okay.
Right? So it's very important. It's very important. And I took that alone has given me, even though I don't have that intentionally, just like she is so intentional to have created that.
Oh, you're not intentional about
It's
accountability.
not as if I'm not intentional, but I have not created that platform like she has created.
But do one need to
It's very
create a
important.
do
It's
one need
very
to create a WhatsApp group for
But
you to
not
be
really.
accountable?
I still have friends who look out for, who I'm still accountable to, and they are still accountable to me too.
Okay.
I have friends, Jack Reader, he would say, guy, 2023 don't they go? We've not done this, we've not done that, we've not done this.
Okay.
My girlfriends too. I mean, my female friends, let me say, before I go to say that. Say, Jamie, what's up now? Look
Baba
at
for
this.
the girls. Okay.
Like I
Okay.
have male guys, I mean guys friends. So I
Don't worry, we
have
understand.
female friends.
You go
Truly,
explain
you
to
are.
her.
But there is
You go explain to her.
but there is evidence
You
now.
just shot yourself in the foot.
Jesus.
Okay,
It's okay.
before we wrap this up, JB, it's been amazing talking to you. But very quickly, what would you say? What lessons or lesson have you learned in adult friendship so far?
Very important. I've learned to expect anything from anybody
Hmm.
at any time. Do you know why?
I don't serve you breakfast.
No, again, I take that. I've learned to expect anything from anybody at any time.
Hmm.
Reason is this. I understand that humans would always be humans.
Okay.
We don't have to expect absolute fairness from humans
Okay.
all the time.
Okay.
I've had issues where a friend did something to me, and then people around were like, and then within a very short time we were just doing stuff, and he was coming back to me, and we were doing stuff, and people were like, John Best, this guy just did this to you, and then you are still like this with him. I say yes. It's no big deal. I'd always expected stuff like this because we are humans.
And
You
it's
don't-
bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. Now, one thing that it has helped me with is that I don't get disappointed in that regard again. Do you know? Because it's like when you're
You've
not
preempted it.
yes, you just expect that things like this
It's
are bound
gonna
to happen.
happen.
But when you feel that it has to be all, cool and nothing sad would happen and all that, then when it happens, you feel damn disappointed and all that,
Alright.
which is not supposed to be. So I've learned to expect anything from anybody at any time, whatever, whoever, however it comes.
So expect the worst, expect the best.
From anybody.
Thank you so much, JB. Thank you, the social voice. It was an absolute pleasure speaking with you and having you share your story on friendship. And to you watching, you've heard it from the social voice. Expect anything and everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Do well to subscribe, like, drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next episode.